So, are you planning on getting yourself a SIM card in Taiwan and you don't want to pay the full prices the main operators want to charge you? Well, you may want to consider Ibon Mobile, which is an MVNO using the Far EasTone network, which may be the fastest network in Taiwan. In this video, I will tell you all about Ibon Mobile. So let's just get started. Hi, it's Adu for Phone Travelers here, where we talk about everything related to traveling with your phone. If that sounds like your thing, make sure to subscribe and I will try not to disappoint you. At least I will try. So, Ibon Mobile, which is one of the few MVNOs here in Taiwan. Unlike some other countries in Asia like Malaysia, where they have like 10 plus mobile virtual network operators, also known as MVNO, Taiwan doesn't have that many. And for the MVNOs that are out there, only one or two are available to travelers, like Ibon Mobile. The thing is, not much is known about Ibon Mobile because most people would recommend you to go with one of the main operators, which are Chunghwa Telecom, Taiwan Mobile, Far EasTone, Taiwan Star, also known as T-Star, and GT Mobile, also known as GT Mobile, which is an awful long name, so just GT Mobile. So that's why I decided to try out Ibon Mobile myself, and I can say it was actually kind of surprising. And I will tell you all about Ibon Mobile, like how to get yourself a SIM card prices, plans, and stuff like that. So I mentioned the term MVNO multiple times, also standing for Mobile Virtual Network Operators. Just as a quick recap or introduction to what an MVNO is. An MVNO is an operator that uses the network and the antennas of another operator, which are referred to as MNOs, Mobile Network Operators, but I call them main operators because if I keep saying MNOs and MVNOs all the time, then people get confused. So you have the main operators, which are the 5 operators that I mentioned earlier and that I'm showing on the screen again, and mobile virtual network operators like Ibon Mobile. You also have Carrefour Mobile, although they used to not have mobile data services. Now they do, but I'm not 100% sure if travelers can get them. Well, I do know that travelers can get an Ibon Mobile SIM card. So, Ibon Mobile uses the Far EasTone network, which is now, at the time of recording, the 3rd largest operator in Taiwan. And if I'm correct, Far EasTone has a market share of 24.3%, whereas Taiwan Mobile, which is ahead of them, 24.4%. So soon this might switch, or they might be competing like second, third often. So let's just say that Far EasTone together with Taiwan Mobile are the 2nd largest operator here in Taiwan. Often mobile virtual network operators have a lower priority on the network of the main operator, meaning that they might throttle their speeds, they might give them access to an entirely different network. In the case of Far EasTone and Ibon Mobile has full access to the Far EasTone network, meaning that there shouldn't be a speed difference or coverage difference if you go with Far EasTone or Ibon Mobile. I can already tell you that I got the highest speeds in Taiwan with Ibon Mobile on the Far EasTone network, so that tells you that Ibon Mobile is not followed at all. So Ibon Mobile is an MVNO by 7-Eleven Taiwan. That means that the convenience chain has their own mobile brand. Ibon Mobile has both services for postpaid customers and prepaid customers. You can get your Ibon Mobile SIM card at a 7-Eleven store. And just to let you know, there are about 5,400 7-Elevens throughout Taiwan, which is a lot. But not all of them sell SIM cards. In fact, most of them, they don't have the SIM cards, and if they do have the SIM card, they might only have the postpaid version. And I can tell you that I had to go to 9 different 7-Elevens in order to get myself an Ibon Mobile SIM card. And the thing is, you have to ask the 7-Eleven salesperson if they even sell the SIM cards. And then after the 8th attempt, I was able to get myself the Ibon Mobile SIM card. So how much does an Ibon Mobile SIM card cost you? Well, an Ibon Mobile SIM card will cost you 350 Taiwanese dollar or NTD, which is a bit more expensive than the SIM cards of all the other operators. So the starter packs, which is 300 NTD, which is just a small difference, but it's just important to know that, well, it's 250 instead of 300 NTD. And when you buy yourself an Ibon Mobile SIM card, you actually have the option of 2 different starter plans. One that comes with unlimited data for 5 days and one that comes with 1.2 gigabytes of data for 60 days. And just as a reminder, these are just your starter plans. So there are other plans that come with much more data, much more minutes and stuff like that, but these are just your starter plans. But before you can even select one of these plans, you have to register your personal details when buying an Ibon Mobile SIM card, which applies to every other operator here in Taiwan as well. In Taiwan, you actually need 2 forms of identification in order to register yourself. So number 1 is in always your passport, or if you're already here living in Taiwan and you have an ARC or ARPC, then you can use that as well. And the second form of identification can be your national ID, your driver's license, or your visa or entry or exit permit in your passport, and the same comes for Visa exempt stamps. They are also accepted. There are two ways to apply for an Ibon Mobile SIM card, which can be done online and in a 7-Eleven store with the Ibon machine. The thing is, the Ibon machine is mostly in Chinese or traditional Chinese characters. If you want to know how to apply for it online, make sure to go to my blog post phonetools.com/ibon-mobile, where I have pictures tabs on how to apply for it online, and luckily for you, the online application process is in English. So what type of plan does Ibon Mobile have? Well, they have 3 different types of plans. They have the unlimited data plans, they have the meter data plans, and the voice credit. So let's go to the unlimited data plans, or also known as internet packages, or officially 4G by day internet packages. And you actually have 4 options with this. But before I mention them, I actually want to say something, that in Taiwan, when they say you have unlimited data, they mean truly unlimited data. So it's not like some other countries where they say you get unlimited data that's told at like 3 megabits per second, or you get high speed data and then low speed data. No, it's high speed for the set amount of hours or days you get. So if they say that you get unlimited data for 5 days and you manage to consume 100 gigabytes of data within those 5 days, well, good on you. Which is why I believe Taiwan is like the best plans in the world. Oh, okay, maybe not the world. And I've been enjoying these plans in Taiwan for a very long time. But let me just show you these plans. The plans range from 100 NTD all the way up to 900 NTD. You get unlimited data for 1 day all the way up to 5 days. The plan that's valid for 30 days. It does come with the caps, 10 gigabytes of data of high-speed data, then it's unlimited data at reduced speeds at 5 megabits per second. But that's just specific to that plan. All the other plans have truly unlimited data. Sometimes they have a promotion where you can get much more data. So in the case when I got my Ibon Mobile plan that was valid for 30 days, I got 40 gigabytes of high-speed data instead of 10. But yeah, this promotion goes on like whenever they feel like it should be going on. So I cannot tell you when you can expect this. So let's say that, well, you don't really use that much data and you want to make your data last for longer than 30 days. Then you have the meter data plans, or 4G by volume internet packages. And you have these 4 options with the validity from 60 days all the way up to 185 days or half a year. Starting from 180 NTD, you get 1.2 gigabytes of data for 60 days. And if you spend 1000 NTD, you can get 8 gigabytes of data for 185 days. And this is at unthrottled speed, so you can get like high speeds as well. And then you have the charge by voice packages, which comes with credit that you can use for data, SMS and minutes at standard rates. On screen I will show you the table of the standard rates with Ibon Mobile, so that you can have an idea how much you will be charged. So if you spend 50 NTD, you get 50 NTD. Airtime, of course, with the unlimited validity. Be aware that your SIM card will be deactivated if you do not recharge every 6 months or every 180 or 185 days. So if you recharge every like 3 months, 5 months, close to 6 months, then your credit has unlimited validity. 300 NTD and 500 NTD. So those are the things that you need to know about Ibon Mobile. You don't really have that much choice, but it's, you know, it's quite reasonable. Normally right now what I would do is show you a live speed test results that I got with Ibon Mobile at my Airbnb, which is where I usually do it. But in the case of Taiwan, I decided to skip this part of the video. And here is why. As I mentioned earlier, most Taiwanese operators have a plan that comes with unlimited data for 1, 3, 5, 30 days. Just like with Ibon Mobile. Meaning that I did not really have to worry about hitting my data allowance. So when I was in Taiwan and I stayed here for 6 months, I decided to go to 10 different cities and towns in Taiwan and do speed tests in different locations. Meaning that I did over 1300 speed tests in Taiwan with 6 different SIM cards. Now I only saved 250 best ones or 300 best ones, and in the case of Ibon Mobile, I have 105 different speed test results. Some of them were exceptionally high, some of them were surprisingly low, but that's normal because of several factors. So instead of showing you a live speed test result, I'll show you the 4 highest speed test results that I got in different locations. I'll show you the location as well, which I'm already showing you on the screen. But I will also show you the slowest speeds as well, so you can see the margin of speeds that I got with Ibon Mobile. If you want to get the Excel sheet with the full download speed of Ibon Mobile and all the other Taiwanese operators that they did, make sure to go to phonetools.com/Taiwan-P, and you can get this Excel sheet by just entering your email, and then it will be sent to your mailbox. So let me just give you some highlights of my speed test that I did all over Taiwan with Ibon Mobile and all the other Taiwanese operators as well. So on screen I will show you the places, the cities and towns where I did speed tests and the number of locations in each city. And speed tests were done at random place. So sometimes it was at the park, it might also be a department store or a mall, my Airbnb of course. So just different places in 10 different cities and towns throughout Taiwan. So let me just give you some highlights. The average download speed that I got with Ibon Mobile was a little bit less than 94 megabits per second, and the average upload speed was close to 27 Mbps. The median download speed, which is the middle number between all the 105 speed tests that I did, was 93.73 Mbps, and the median upload speed was 24.44 Mbps. The highest download speed I managed to get was at Taiwan International Airport, and it was at the MRT platform of Terminal 1 of a download speed of 428.25 megabits per second. And I can really tell you that this was the highest speed that I've gotten in 2020, and I think that I've gotten all over the world on 4G LTE, which was quite surprising. And the record before that was with Telstra in Australia, which was 347 point something, I don't know on top of my head. But yeah, Ibon Mobile / Far EasTone, they broke that record. I'm not sure if I can get something much higher than this. Maybe in Japan or South Korea on 4G, or of course on 5G, it will be even crazier. And the highest upload speed that I managed to get was almost 58 Mbps, was in New Taipei City in Dali district, which was close to the Mirror Happiness attraction. So the city with the highest location average download speed was in Taoyuan, mainly because of the airport speed test result, with the average download speed of 265 megabits per second, and same goes for the upload speed with a bit more than 52 Mbps. So as you can see, you don't really have to worry about speeds when you go with Ibon Mobile or Far EasTone, because these speeds are amazing. But the question is if they are best speeds in Taiwan. Well, you can find out if you watch my comparison video, or if you go to phonetours.com/Taiwan-comparison. You can find it out if you download that Excel sheet at phonetours.com/Taiwan-speed. So should you get yourself a Ibon Mobile SIM card? Well, I can tell that I had a good experience with Ibon Mobile. The speeds were fine, or not fine, they were excellent, phenomenal, marvelous, you know, all these crazy synonyms. And coverage wise with Far EasTone and Ibon Mobile, it was great. Each Taiwanese operators from the big five, they are great in urban areas. So if you're staying around the coast, you'll be fine. If you're going off the main track, so if you're going into the mountain like Mount Silva, then none of these operators will have good coverage except for Taiwan Telecom, because they have the best coverage, and then you might want to consider with them. But if you're just staying in, let's say, Taipei, Taiwan, Kaohsiung, actually why would you go to Taoyuan? Kaohsiung, Tainan, Hualien, then coverage with Ibon Mobile or every other operator will be fine. And the thing that I also like is that Ibon Mobile has access to the full Far EasTone network, so you don't have to worry about reduced coverage, reduced speeds, or that type of nonsense. It's just full access. Getting yourself an Ibon Mobile SIM card might be a bit of a challenge, because you might have to go to multiple 7-Eleven stores. After I wrote this written review, so this is the video review, I also wrote a written review of Ibon Mobile at phonetours.com/Ibon-mobile. Actually found out that you can find a 7-Eleven that has Ibon Mobile SIM cards in stock, which I found out a bit late. That way it will be a bit easier for you to actually locate a 7-Eleven that has these SIM cards in stock nearby. But it's all in Chinese, but luckily for you I have step-by-step guides in order to find the nearest 7-Eleven that has Ibon Mobile SIM cards. But if you're flying into Taipei International Airport or Taoyuan International Airport, you might be better off getting yourself an airport plan of one of these big operators. And the thing is, all of these plans, they come with like unlimited data starting from 3 days all the way up to 30 days or much more. So for tourists, I might actually recommend to get yourself an airport plan. At least that's what I believe. But if you're staying in Taiwan for a longer period and you don't want your phone number to expire so quickly, then getting yourself an Ibon Mobile SIM card might be a good option. And compared to Far EasTone, Ibon Mobile is slightly cheaper, which is the case with most MVNOs. So overall, Ibon Mobile is a good SIM card, reasonably priced, high crazy speeds, good coverage, and there's no bad things that I can see, except for the fact that it can be a challenge to get yourself an Ibon Mobile SIM card, like me, where I went to 9 different 7-Eleven stores in order to find one. So, are you gonna get yourself an Ibon Mobile SIM card? Comment down below. Or if you already have an Ibon Mobile SIM card, share your experiences with me. Once again, I'm Aldo from Phone Tours, where I talk about everything related to traveling with your phone, especially if you want to know how Ibon Mobile compares to the other Taiwanese operators, which you can also watch this playlist up here, where I have video reviews of Taiwan Telecom, Taiwan Mobile, and all the other three. That's it for today, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.